finally ready to get to going. I have just overheard on the radio that we're ready to go, and we are ready to go. It's lights out and away we go. Tom Fox leads the way, and that's interesting. I thought he'd been promoted, but Tom Fox leads the way. Across the line, Joel Metcalfe, Lewis Middleton, your top three. So Tom Fox on pole position. In fact, Lewis Middleton tries to get down the inside into second spot, but isn't quite able to do so into the first hairpin. Tom Fox now on the inside line as he's trying to defend from Joel Metcalfe into the second hairpin, and he does do so successfully enough. Lewis Middleton now goes down the inside of Joel Metcalfe and is able to squeeze his way through as well. They go into turn 5, still side by side. We've got Ben Lockyer involved as well, as here goes Lewis Middleton down the inside line of Joel Metcalfe. Joel holds it around the outside into the chicane and is able to stay ahead. We've got a spinner further behind. Not 100% sure who that spinner was. I'll confirm when they come back round on that front. But as we approach the end of the first lap, I can tell you that Lewis Middleton has gone back down the inside into paddock curve. There you go. So Lewis Middleton back into second position. If he can hold it off, goes to the inside line. Across the line, it's Tom Fox from Joel Metcalfe. Lewis Middleton, who now slots into third position. Ben Lockyer and Josh Wynn, your top 5. It'll be good to see Josh get himself back up into the top 3. I think he's been a little bit lacking throughout the course of the day, as Lewis Middleton gets very close to Ben Lockyer into the braking zone for the first hairpin. Not able to do so. It's now side by side, 3 wide into hairpin 2. It's Lockyer on the inside. Middleton breaks the latest of them. Josh Wynn tries to go through. They're still 3 wide as they make their way into turn 5. Wynn's almost onto the grass. Middleton just about gets ahead of both of them and is able to squeeze through into the 5th corner. And that means that it's Middleton ahead of Lockyer, ahead of Wynn in that battle for third position. That's third all the way down to 5th. The rest of the field not really battling at the moment. Chrissy Harding is having a little bit of a scrap with a driver who was Hugh Morrison, but I don't think it's Hugh Morrison now. It's someone else that she's having a fight with. I'll let you know who it is when we get to the line. It's Sam Etherington and Romario Ellis that she's fighting with. Hugh Morrison behind her. Into hairpin 2 they go once again, and it's Lockyer to the outside line of Middleton for third position. Middleton holds it on the inside line, now tries to get alongside once again on Joel Metcalfe. He's going to do so into turn 5. We've also got a spinner. Someone has gone well round into the third corner of the racetrack. Not 100% sure who it is. It's not ideal. Either way, he's stuck in the mud down there. I'll tell you who it is once we get to the line. I see who's dropped dramatically. Joel Metcalfe still defending from Lewis Middleton, who has to defend from Lockyer, who tries to go down the inside of both of them into paddock bend. Can't quite do so, as here goes Middleton to the outside. Josh Wynn's trying to get involved as well. Middleton now swoops the inside line instead and is able to hold on for the time being as they go into the yellow flag zone up into turn 3, where we see that Paul Whitehill, I believe, has gone round. Excuse me, it's Sam Etherington that's gone round. Back into the racing zone then. Lewis Middleton still trying to get alongside Joel Metcalfe, can't quite do so. Ben Lockyer looks to the outside line. Josh Wynn, unfortunately, just in a position where he has to kind of watch this battle for now. Middleton goes to the outside of turn 5, but isn't able to find a way through. Instead, he has to wait and see if there's anything he can do into paddock. Still leading the race is Tom Fox. He's going to have won both of the lightweight split 2 and split 3. I'm not 100% sure why he wasn't in the first, but I can only imagine it was a penalty that I hadn't heard of. But either way, he makes his way into turn number 3 regardless. Middleton still behind Lockyer here. Now to the inside line into turn number 3. Can't quite find a way through. Josh Wynn still stalking there. The problem here is that if Lewis Middleton makes a move, it's going to bring Josh Wynn right back into this battle. That's not necessarily a can of worms that he necessarily wants to open, but we'll see if he does. He looks over his shoulder just to see where Josh Wynn is. There's also a battle as Chrissy Harding looks to dive down the inside line of Hugh Morrison, and she does, but she can't quite find a way through. Hugh Morrison does very well in defence. Was telling me earlier on today He's very, very excited to be here. It's his birthday tomorrow as well, so happy birthday to Hugh Morrison. He's doing very well here to fend off Chrissy Harding. As into turn 1 goes Tom Fox. 58.754 is his current fastest lap time, set on the last lap. He's the fastest man on the circuit right now. There's John Metcalfe in second position, still trying to fend off Ben Lockyer, who's trying to fend off Lewis Middleton. They're all stuck between a bit of a rock and a hard place with 6 minutes to go in the race. We're halfway through. And it's been a thoroughly entertaining first act to this final race, as there is some kind of issue with Metcalfe here as he keeps looking down at his suit. I think, from what I can see, it looks like something's either caught his seat or he's struggling with his belt loop or something like that. Something's flapping around. I think it genuinely might be there's a loop on his suit that's come undone and it's flapping around and causing him a little bit of discomfort, but it's not going to stop him pace-wise. As long as he gets nowhere near the axle, it shouldn't be an issue. But as it stands, it's Tom Fox in the lead of the race. Across the line, he's extended his gap to 4.2 seconds, but it's actually Lewis Middleton who's now gone fastest, and he's all over the back of Ben Lockyer as they go into turn 3. To the inside goes Middleton, but not able to find a way through. Still going as they charge into turn number 4. Middleton, despite being the fastest man on the track with a 58.598, 2 seconds faster than anyone else on the circuit, he's not quite been able to make an impression on those top 3 results. I'm not sure what this does for the overall results, of course, as Chrissy Harding dives down the inside line of Hugh Morrison into turn 4, and this time it still won't be enough as Hugh gets the switch back on her and into turn 5. He's going to squeeze through, is he? No, he doesn't. Chrissy gets on the brakes just a tad later and is able to squeeze through. So that's the end of that. Tom Fox still going, still pounding away with 5 minutes still to run. Lewis Middleton has now got himself past Ben Lockyer as well, so that is him into third position. That was done into the final corner. Now he looks to attack Joel Metcalfe as he tries to get through. There was a little bit of a bump between the two, and I think he's waved him back through and does actually lose out to Ben Lockyer now. Lewis Middleton. It's into turn 4. They go down the straight into turn number 5. It's now Ben Lockyer trying to attack Joel Metcalfe. This has been a wonderfully clean race so far between these guys as down the inside goes Lockyer. I almost cursed it. They just about get stopped for the chicane. And now Middleton tries to get involved as they're very almost 3 wide for a second before slotting back into formation as they go down the hill. 7 laps completed in this race so far. Josh Wynn has now got himself back into this battle. We're listening to for second position overall. As they go into turn 1, it is Metcalfe from Lockyer, from Middleton, from Wynn. Middleton, the fastest man on the circuit up until Tom Fox just set the lap, and now he's gone for a double overtake as he goes down the inside line and just about squeezes through, but he's gone far too deep. It's going to allow Josh Wynn to go through, will also allow Lockyer to have a stab. It's Metcalfe into turn 4. Middleton goes down the inside line of Josh Wynn, holds on to the position, so it was a far too optimistic move as he dived down the inside line, just completely couldn't get the car stopped. So a new fastest lap of the race, as I alluded to earlier, 58.328 for Tom Fox at the lead of this one. Meanwhile, Metcalfe and co continuing to battle. Lockyer looking to size up a move as they make their way into paddock curve here on lap 9 of this race, as Middleton now goes down the inside line again. He can't quite find a way through. Looks like it's Josh Wynn who's going to try and squeeze his way through. And he does, so Josh Wynn gets himself ahead of Lewis Middleton, who takes to the curb on the driver's left as they exit turn 2. So to update you on your order, we've probably 3 laps to go. It's Tom Fox ahead of Joel Metcalfe, Ben Lockyer, Lewis Middleton, Josh Wynn. However, those last 2 have swapped over position this lap. Ben Thompson, Adam Gudgeon, Romario Ellis, Aaron Dennis, Chrissy Harding, your top 10. Hugh Morrison, Paul Whitehill and Sam Etherington. The rest of the order so far, with of course that being just the 13 drivers that we have on the grid. So the battle for second has become two separate battles, one for second still and then the other one for fourth between Lewis Middleton and Josh Wynn. There's about 2 attempts per second between the two couples of karts. Into the first corner, Middleton goes down the inside line of Josh Wynn and squeezes his way through. A look to unlock a bit of that pace that he had earlier on, and then hope that potentially a battle between Lockyer and Middleton bring him back into the equation. He needs a bit of help from Josh Wynn here, though, to just not battle with him. He's defending again, a mistake from John Metcalfe. This will bring Middleton back into it as Lockyer just had to check up a little bit through turn 4. 1 minute 19 seconds to go. Tom Fox is making his way into the final corner. He's going to go into not the final lap this time by. He'll be crossing the line next time with probably about 5 seconds to go in the race. So he crosses the line now. 2 laps to go for him. And that battle that had turned into having pretty much 2 couples of trains. We now have 1 big train for second place once again, with Metcalfe leading from Lockyer, Middleton and Wynn. Making their way into turn number 3 this time by, and it's still Metcalfe holding on to it, but he's got Lockyer on his outside this time by as they go into the second hairpin. And it actually allows Middleton to go through, squeezes through on the inside line. So Josh Wynn watching this happen. We've got Lockyer on the outside into turn 5. Middleton tries to swoop around both of them, is still going through. This gives Wynn the opportunity. There's almost contact, not quite. They stay as they were, so it's Lockyer squeezing ahead of Joel Metcalfe. Lewis Middleton now trying to look for third position ahead of Joel Metcalfe as we head into the final lap of the race. Tom Fox just taken the last lap board through Paddock Bend. They go for the penultimate time then. And it is Joel Metcalfe still holding on to third position, but he wants second back. Lewis Middleton scrapping around to try and get into third, and then he'll try and go for second from there. He's going to go for a brave move into the hairpin, almost goes onto the grass as Metcalfe did not want to give up the inside line. He's going to try the switch back here. Josh Wynn involved on the inside line. Into the hairpin they go, 3 wide. Middleton tries to swoop around the outside. It's going to be Wynn on the inside. Metcalfe trying to get himself ahead, and bouncing down the straight is Lewis Middleton, and a fantastic move in the end. Just about got the straight line speed. Into the final corner then goes Tom Fox as the scrap still continues. He's going to take victory in the third race here. Fantastic drive for Tom Fox. It will be Lockyer who finishes in second position, but the battle for third still rages on as Middleton has to defend from John Metcalfe, who thinks better than an audacious dive bomb into the final corner. So it will end as it was into turn 5. A fantastic move from Middleton on the final lap. So Tom Fox wins, Ben Lockyer in second, Lewis Middleton in third, John Metcalfe, Josh Wynn and Ben Thompson, your top 6. Probably the race of the day so far. Aaron Dennis will come home in 8th position, with Romario Ellis in 9th. Chrissy Harding, Hugh Morriton, Paul Whitehill and Sam Etherington round out the rest of your grid.
We are here now with Tom Fox. You left from nicely flag in that race. That was a brilliant drive for you. How was it from your perspective?
There were a moment on the first lap where I thought I might get sent by, I didn't get a great run out of the chicane and down the straight into the first hairpin. I had a feeling someone might try and send me, but I didn't bother defending it and it didn't happen, so yeah. Other than that, it was pretty clean.
Yeah, and I think you've had a really good performance as well in the previous race. I think you finished second. You nearly won that race as well, didn't you?
Yeah, bottled it, rode the curb, took myself out. My fault.
Yeah, but anyway, redemption in that race. Well done.
Cheers,
Congratulations.